Hey guys, how are you doing? It is Saturday afternoon. I'm sitting here working through personal readings, and I don't know, you guys. I'm doing tarot today mostly. Happy Saturday to you all. I just thought that I would check in because you know what? It is like a lot of let me pull today's chart. It's just what I don't know if you feel it. It's waves of like emotional energy and this whole message of like, a push in the collective negative frequency. And I get that. We're kind of at a do or die year here, and it's like, oh, if we don't override, the scale is tipping more and more and more, and the light and the frequency is changing. And it's like, the universe and the cosmics are coming through with like all of this light. And there's so much. Do we want to do dog tarot? I don't know, you guys. Hold on. I just thought we would tap in and get some tarot. What do I feel like today? You know what I just feel like going with? The Meta Muse. But the energy has just been intense. It's been intense, you guys. Let me back us up just a little bit. Yeah. I know that we are still working on a big old water trine, okay? What is it? Oh, has the moon joined in too? Well, the moon is trining Neptune. Is the moon still in Cancer? Yeah. The moon is still in Cancer. Oh, the moon is in Cancer, child. Oh, I feel like the collective is purging because when we have a lot of like rapid ascension, rapid awakenings, a lot of very fast, very like pummeling. I'm hearing disclosure. There's a lot of just a lot of shifting energy. Child, Mercury's coming out of retrograde. I'm really tired of my computers. I normally don't struggle with it, you guys, but it's been super glitchy for me. Excuse me. I always tell people, you guys, welcome in, by the way. Thank you for being here. Click like if you connect with the energy. It is a free way to support and circulate us. Y'all, my dog. Let me pause, y'all. My dog literally in mid-nap just fell off the bed completely. Y'all, hold on. Let me pause, y'all, so I can check on her. Hold on. You okay? Are you good? She's... I'm sorry. She is a treeing walker, and she naps real hard, you guys. She straight rolled right off the bed. She's totally fine. It's a very small fan, but she rolled straight onto the fan. Bless. I feel that, though. Are we all on that nap level? We all need, thank you, Spirit. We all need a nap like that, don't we? Very interesting to see Two of Swords energy come right out off the top. I feel like I keep continuously reiterating to people that they're at a big crossroads right now. Excuse me. And it's not, we all, hey, listen, shout out for real. We all have difficult choices to make. Absolutely. But I was just in the middle of giving my normal spiel. I'm not a monetized thing here. I have my astrology business. I do my ritual tools. I have my beautiful network of sisterhood. I am very filled with gratitude, and I'm so blessed to have recent opportunities to do like alchemy boxes and have some products in stores. So listen, I'm super thankful. I really just hop on over here to check in with y'all. We're a soul family. We're a gang. We're a collective. We're a hive. Okay, and we're in ascension together. We doing this together, okay? Together. It's either going to be me and you together, or it's going to be me with you, and we going to be together forever. You know what I'm talking about? I was just misting with some Palo Santo. Your girl been sick over here, but it's clearing out. Child, it's getting a lot better. But yeah, when you hit the like, it really just circulates us on the platform. It connects us with our soul family, our soul team, our spirit gang, our tribe. Shout out, I'm an Aquarius. Feel free to tell me what your sun, moon, or rising, or whatever you want to share about yourself or where you're from. I love to hear. I'm not going to take those, y'all, because none of them flipped over. We are all in a time where we have to make a lot of difficult choices. There's a lot of opposing ideas. There's a lot, child. Everybody got an opinion and a thought out there in the collective, don't they? They throwing them like swords. But you know what I love? I always remind people, Moon and Libra energy, these swords are not in a position of engagement or defense. She's chilling. She's not really engaged. The Two of Swords is often not taught in more modern teachings that it's a peaceful moment. If you just come from the Ace of Swords and something has happened, you either had an idea or someone revealed a truth to you. Mind you, we are completing a Mercury retrograde. Mercury and Venus have been walking very close together, holding hands, working together very tightly in conjunction through this entire retrograde path, both in Aries and then swinging back, swimming, dipping some more, getting back into that, cleanse me off, throw the baby out with the bathwater, wash my mind, spirit, body, prepare me for the new roads ahead. That's that Pisces vibration, right? Of course, we're going to have North Node in Pisces all year long, but Saturn's still in Pisces. So we're still in Pisces stellium energy right now, which is wild because yeah, we know that we have Sun in Aries. What do we have? Oh, it's not an Aries stellium anymore, actually. We've got, we got Neptune at that big 0 degrees. Yeah, Spirit is like, I'm hearing, y'all, I'm going to say it, let her cook. It's like the spiritual ignition, flames, candles lit. I'm seeing candles lit on a ritual table. The flame is sparked. I'm hearing the heat is on. Woo! Okay. It's very light in the hermit's lamp. It's tingling. It's kindling. A kindling, fire, kindling. Now I'm seeing, you know what I'm seeing? The Modern Witch Tarot where she's like, the hermit card is her closing a laptop. But I'm seeing someone sitting with a Kindle. Okay, it's like reading, self-education. Okay, I get that. But yeah, we are in Aries season, but we still have a lot of Pisces energy. If the 0 point axis was like the crossroads, Spirit is saying, we're kind of getting all of our ducks in a row, cleansing, clearing, releasing, letting go of the last final chords. What else was in this trine, y'all, that I was thinking about with all this water? I know Mars. Okay, so I think it's Mars and Saturn doing a lot of dancing in trines. Mars still in Cancer has been a very slow-moving Mars, right? Mars is like, if y'all don't get me the fuck out of time out. And it's not. And you tell Mars, divine masculine, you healing, you growing. You know you got a lot of work to do on them wounds. You need to be emotionally mature because the type of energy is going to be popping out for the rest of this year. It can't be a crash out. It just can't. It cannot be. Love and light. We have a predominant Virgo rulership of this year for various reasons. We do have the Pisces energy vibing for sure. We don't crash out no Virgo energy. Get out of here. You got to have your house together. It's got to be tight. It's got to be clean. It's got to be efficient. Thank you, Spirit. Is it not giving? We all have tough choices to make. But tough doesn't mean it's not going to yield beautiful results. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. We have tough choices to make. Narrowing down your field of focus. Spirit has drawn me to the fact that she's blindfolded here, so she's not distracted by a lot of illusions. Spirit said, look, Neptune is in Pisces now. I love what Neptune and Pisces did for us since like 2011. And did we need it? Absolutely. It's interesting. Maybe we're still kind of swimming up out of that water a little bit because we were talking about water trines. Let me go back. Mars trine Saturn, right? Saturn in Pisces, Mars in Cancer. What was the other? Hold on. Oh, and Saturn trining the moon. The moon is in Cancer. Saturn in Pisces. Yeah. And hello, child. The moon trining the North Node. Moon in Cancer, North Node in Pisces. I can see it. I really can. I really can. We do have helpful, like, Sun in conjunction with Chiron and Aries. I think it's very beautiful, pulling us upwards and onwards. You know, we've got some helpful sextile energy dancing around Uranus, helping us bring it back to the grounding, bring it back to the embodiment. Okay. But I was just feeling all this waves of emotional energy. I really was. I really was just intending to hop on here and shuffle some cards and check in on you guys, you know. The shadow, the caution, you know, the reverse or the shadow energy of the Two of Swords is like getting caught up. It can be like memories. What is it? Is it Chris Ann's Lightseers deck where it shows like two ravens pecking at her, pulling her hair, and it looks like she has this cords of strings and energy, and like the sands of time are blowing around her sands. It makes me think of, I'm hearing, doom, 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 doom. Is it enter light, dun, dun, night, often never, oh yeah, y'all don't know about me. I do love my rock. Don't play with me. I love all kinds of music, including rock. Metallica is the shit. Sandman, Sleep, you know, this is the vibe I'm getting. But in that card, Chris Ann, she is blindfolded, but it's kind of more about the memories and thoughts pecking. The Buddha would teach about how sometimes thought was, you know, creative, spiritual inspiration. That thought was the worst enemy, because you have a thought, or I done found out some truth to me. Or maybe even a memory, right? I feel that this is more of a cautionary message. This can be projection too. Someone can be sitting in a peaceful energy, protective, calm, sitting with their thoughts, relaxing, and then boom, why is this person coming into my mind? Why does this to me feel like spell work? Or like, listen, spell work, listen, let me put y'all on in the fourth dimensional realm, because you know we are ever working through. Many people are awakening at an all-time high, moving from 3D to 4D frequentials, and understanding how to project and use their energy, understanding sacred geometry, understanding spell work, all of these things. This feels very mercurial, like Mercury coming through. However, in the process to integrate and alchemize the fourth dimensional type of frequencies, we go on up to the fifth dimensional. You know, we're always talking about this. We're learning how to swim in the 5D. It's an in-between space. Some of us are much more up there, especially in our higher dimensions from our chakra, even in our mind. A lot of us are more and more and more. Like, imagine you're poking your head up above water, your chin's up in the 5D, but you're still learning how to integrate. You know what I'm saying? Child, I know this human earth school shit ain't for the weak. Woo! Somebody was talking about, oh, you incarnating back on Earth? Yeah, what do you mean? I thought Earth was, oh no, Earth is ghetto. And you're like, no, it's not. This is us in the Akash, right? But what I'm saying here is that spell work, yes. Manipulation of energies. Let us say that. Sometimes people just get really triggered. Like, y'all understand people really out there doing spell work, right? It is what it is, love and light. And then sometimes you evolve past that, or you realize why you don't want to pick and borrow and play the pluck from here and there and hither and thither in the karma world, okay? But people go through what they grow through, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a judgment, but listen, people do spell work. But then some people, they may not be chanting over a cauldron or a candle or practicing witchcraft. Sometimes this is mental manipulation, gaslighting, narcissistic behavior, just manipulating, leading people into codependency and terrible relationships, projecting your thoughts or mirroring in a very negative way to control. You know what I'm saying? We can go on all day, but this feels like it could be that. Okay, so this could be a message about protecting your energy, just cleansing your energy for sure. And it's never in no fear. It's not. It's just always awareness, right? Look, there's two snakes on this card. And I just don't really, to be honest with you, I don't like either way how they look. Why is the snake got to be right beside someone that's blindfolded? Why does the snake look like hungry going down towards... Why is this like her trying to see the highest version of herself, but all these obstacles, right? Or this can be a person trying to project or mirror towards a person they feel is higher than them, which is, it don't say nothing about you. You go on and be about your business, living your highest and best life. Okay, that says something about the person who needs to deal with their own shadow work here who's not dealing with why they lack self-worth, why you need to project. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how people are growing through that a lot. Energetic protection. Maybe someone is remembering you and their thoughts, and this is kind of projecting anxiety and stuff onto you, or it's hard to make a choice to leave memories in the past. I'm hearing that. It's hard to choose to be at a crossroads where you wake up to illusions and delusions, right? We're out of Neptune and Pisces now, love and light. It's a big old alchemy game, but Neptune is very slow moving. You know what I'm saying? And to be at a 0 degree point, there's still going to be a lot that we hover back to. You know, Mercury and Venus swinging back into Pisces, North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo all year. Learning how to make different choices throughout your day with your mental patterns, your mindset, your emotional thought, lots of different choices. You know what I'm saying? This can be reprogramming as well, repatterning as well. We do have a North Node in we do have a full moon in Libra coming up next weekend. That's interesting to see moon in Libra energy here. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else? Just tapping in, checking in, divine feminine energy, intuition, watery emotions, lots of water trines, lots of things being washed out, washed away today. Notice how the 7 of Cups is very water prominent, but the water is in the background behind her. She's not distracted. Maybe this is balancing your emotions. We don't have to do that anyway, child. North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo, right? The Hermit is balancing the emotions, becoming very embodied and grounded, right? Okay. Once again, I just continue to hear we're all making a lot of difficult choices this year. That was about to be a lot of cards. What do we have? Ace of Wands. The Fool. Yeah, see, you see what I'm saying? We need to be focused in our energy and what we extend our attention to. We have 2s. We have 4-4. You see that? My 4-4 card is always the 11-11 gateway. So it's interesting. They're both on the ends here. Very interesting. Ace of Wands, there's a lot of illumination. There's your Neptune moving into Aries there. These two, Neptune moving into Aries, a 0-point reset in Aries energy. New adventures. But let me remind you, in the occulted teachings, what do we have on the bottom, Spirit? The Empress on the bottom, child. We will take it. Yes, we will. What's under the Empress? The High Priestess? Wow, that's big alchemical work. Look, we ain't messing around. No, we are not messing around. We rebuke it. We return it to the sender. We about to put that pillar of light, boom, right on top of that 7 of Swords. Not playing with that. Look at the Empress and the High Priestess, though. Very powerful divine feminine energy. I'm hearing this is the elevation. This is the ascension of that divine feminine energy. You know what? Two things, okay, that I'm hearing. I'm looking at the Ace of Wands and the Fool card. This is a portal, like an 11-11 gateway, right? Of balance and harmony, of protecting where our focus and our energy and our resources, paying in attention. You are the currency. This is the gateway, right? And as we go through and we shed disillusionment, okay, and we don't idealize things, we see them for what they are. That's the highest version of ourselves leading us, right? So that we can get to a point of the 8 of Cups, get through these water triangles, right? But Neptune in Aries is guiding us, right? Chiron in Aries, we've done a lot of work on evolving our emotions, our wound healing. Sun in Aries, yeah. And the Sun is conjunct. How close is it? Oh, yeah, it's within like 4 degrees, is it? Of Chiron? Your empowerment is in the way that you've learned to heal your wounds. Yeah, Chiron and Aries. But what I was also going to say, I was getting a lot of breath work. The Fool is about the silence of like the unlimited, like Kether potential of the all possibilities that are found in the Fool when he gets ready to jump. You know, he has his sack. And we always teach about the Fool. You never know. Like, it's very Mary Poppins in his sack, okay? Is this his 25th jump off the cliff, or is it his first? We don't know. And the way that he plays it so off the cuff, he's very aloof. He's very Joker. He's very trickster. You don't know. He might be the wise old sage. You know what I mean? Is it Gandalf in disguise? You don't know. That's how I said the Joker. Ooh, that's kind of Shadow Fool energy. Shadow Aquarius. Shadow Mercury. What's the energy we have? We have Capricorn. You could say Aquarius here. This could be any fire sign, really Aries, Leo, Sag. And then this could be Scorpio, but some people feel like this is very Piscean too because of the disillusionment. And then we have Libra, yeah. And we have the Empress, which is Taurus, but could also be Libra. So those are some signs if any of those resonate with you. Someone looking to bring someone a new offer. The Fool is holding that white rose, right? They're an offering. Any offering is always going to be with the Ace. It's a matter of how you respond to it, what you do with it. But yeah, what I was getting was, one thing was breath work. Sitting in the moment before the Fool jumps. The animals speak to me, the cliff. Let's make sure we're really grounded and we understand, and then we jump. Okay, I know the jump requires faith. I'm not saying stand on the edge of the cliff and wait till you have all the right answers and you calculate the perfect time, and then you'll have a conversation and you'll consult the charts one more time, but then you'll make a plan and then you'll jump. No, that's like Shadow Virgo. Okay, child, be the cliff gonna break down by the time you get ready to jump off that shit. The opportunity spirit will move the Ace of Wands opportunity and pass it on to the next person who's ready. Okay, but I am saying that the Fool says, they take some aligning breaths. They listen to the silence and sit in the void of the moment right before they jump, right? Excuse me, you guys. Thankfully, that's healing a little bit. Let me see that I drink all my drink. It reminds me of like a gymnast, you know what I'm saying, is about to do the big vault jump or something, and you see them really just align and center. Get those good breaths going. Damn, that felt good. Balance their energy. Look, we have the Year of the Wood Snake here helping us learn how to balance, bring down the embodiment. Yeah, we want that one. Yes, let me get that offer. For some, you know what? I'm not even going to lie, though. This feels like someone is trying to get through by like a nail, a tooth, a hope, a dream, a coattail. They're trying to slide through this portal, you know, and maybe they can whip out their last one and just kind of slide through and see, can they slide up? Maybe they throw a drape over their face or something. Someone's trying to get through the door of a portal. Venus is only retrograde for like one more week, y'all. Excuse me. Who wouldn't want to be in the portal with the Empress? Hold on. Whoop. Sorry. Wow. Did I drop my little angel? Hold on, guys. I smacked my arm. Here we go. Sorry, little angel. I'm trying to grab this deck to clarify. Can we get more on the portal? The portal. Excuse me, I'm hearing it's a portal of embodiment because a lot of seeds that we have are already planted. They're being activated now. It's just a matter of how we choose to embody them. Solar eclipse can be resonant for you. This partial solar eclipse was Aries energy. It closed out the North Node in Aries portal that goes back to late summer, fall 2023 time frame. Maybe that's relevant for you. Okay. 7. Okay. I asked for clarification on this portal, and it feels like protect the portal. Yeah, 7 of Wands. That's like protecting what you've already worked really hard to build, what you've been recognized for. It can be what you, the victory that you've already achieved or something you've already established. Protect optimistic energy. It can be as well. Don't, it's kind of like stand up for what you believe in. A lot of energies are moving around you right now. Yeah. Protect something you're creating. Okay. This could be, whoa, this could be a creative portal. Oh, that's a lot of cards. I'm just taking the death card. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like someone, it could be entities, projections, a person, a past version of yourself that you're struggling to release and kind of let die, bury for good. I'm hearing bury it for good. This could be a past life cycle or situation, take it as you will. There's really, the only cups is Seven of Cups, and I'm not getting a lot of relationship energy coming through, but Venus retrograde walking hand in hand with Mercury retrograde. That's a lot of heart chakra empowerment and evolution. That's a lot of mental body, third eye, crown, mental upgrades, mental health, emotional, spiritual health, the mind and the heart, upgrading and coming into attunement and incorporating a lot of these light codes and frequencies. Excuse me, guys. Incorporating them. And people are just not going to be a frequency match for you anymore. And literally dead ass as I say that, we get the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and close those cycles out. Yeah. And maybe it may be the case that you have and someone else has it, and you know what? You can't control that. But what you can do is protect your energy, protect your portals. You've worked very hard to manifest those. Ace of Wands, right? The Fool in the background. I heard this is the Fool period of all Fool periods. Look at that. Six of Swords. This is us spiritually evolving, moving away. This is someone else also then being like, wow, did I miss the boat? That's all right. We're not worried about that. We can't control that. So we're not going to be pulled back into their negative thought patterns. So I can kind of see why things are emotional and what we are releasing, but let's just continue to do that work. I do want to pull from this beautiful new angel number oracle that I got. I love it so much, you guys. It's by the Pulp Girls. What is the website? Is it called Luna and Quartz? Luna and Quartz. Anyway, very beautiful deck. I love it. I love how simple it is, but I also love the colors and just how it's designed. With the Empress on the bottom of the deck, that's always kind of the assumed, the understood, this is what you don't see coming. There's beautiful opportunities to birth new things. Prolific creative energy. Very fertile energy. Full of prosperity and abundance, unconditional love for self. These are the 5D timelines, the Terra Gaia Ascension, light, love, compassion, bullshit we just fucking refuse to keep giving birth to. We're not even doing that anymore, okay? We're not going to be pulled out of our highest and best good alignment. We're going to keep focusing on what inspires us. If something is out of resonance with you unconditionally loving yourself, we're not calling that back into our frequential field, right? We're not even trying to co-create on that level anymore. It's a whole different goddess level. It's a whole different abundance level. New types of families, new types of relationships, new types of businesses, new types of spiritual healing, new types of creative ideas. That's all that. We're focusing on love, emotions, spirituality, crossing into new timelines, right? We're going over these crossroads and protecting ourselves. So I love all of this energy coming through. Okay, we have 999, very third eye. Look, so pretty. Let's read 999, release. All right. Remember that endings are also beginnings. When a cycle comes to a close, take some time to do a bit of soul searching. Okay, Spirit is showing me you know how you write stuff down? And this can be banishment or what you're calling in. It's 4:04 on the clock. Either way that goes, I'm seeing someone writing down and saying what they're writing down, and then by candlelight, and then they're burning it. So this could be something to release or something to call in. Take that as you will. Maybe that's a ritual. We do have multiple confirmations of releasing things with the Death card, with the Eight of Cups, and just other things that came through, right? Okay. When a cycle comes to... Okay, I'm sorry. Let go of... Child, how about we just start over? Remember that endings are also beginnings. When a cycle comes to a close, take some time to do a bit of soul searching. Hindsight allows, allows you to see the past with greater clarity. Let go of who you used to be. Ditch the past patterns that no longer serve you. It's time to evolve into a new leveled up version of yourself. You can use your newfound wisdom both to help yourself find a better path forward and to be an advocate for those who need it. When one door closes, another opens. You get to choose how you walk through it, upright, reflecting on your journey so far, lessons learned, transformation. Yeah, I will continue to reiterate that the remainder of April is very slow build. It's very like let things unfold. You know, it's very, be very intentional, set your intentions, see them so clearly, practice your meditation, practice your vision work, really connect with spirit and your team and higher self. Do these things. It's so important because once Saturn resets and closes out, you know, close to 30 years of karma cycles, bringing a new dharma, all these beautiful new soul contracts and assignments, it's going to be massively empowered by Neptune already being in Aries. And then remember, the whole backdrop of this, friends, is that Pluto completed his work in Aquarius and now is, in Capricorn, and was already in Aquarius before this whole, you know, big planet progression came through. Before we know it, we'll have both Mercury and Venus back into Aries too. We're on the other side of the eclipse portal. Yeah. You know, April is very like, child, I'm going to need you to get clear on what you want. I see in the notebook, what do you want? It's not that simple. What do you want? It's like this. Excuse me. It's, the universe is like, okay, what? I'm seeing, spirit, I'm seeing like somebody making a deposit in the bank. And spirit's like, I'm ready to make deposits for you. I want to feel your heart. I want you to release your illusions about things. We're coming out of the eclipse. You know what I mean? It's like clarity. It's huge. What do you deserve? What are you worth? What do you want? You know what I'm talking about? That's how I hear it. And perhaps this portal is you balancing the energy, clearing things out of your daily routine, expanding where you need to get grounded, embodiment of certain energy, mental clarity, focus. I ain't even trying to watch that type of stuff. I'm trying to put the certain music in my ears. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to do these mantras. It's like that time. Now is really, really that time. Okay. Fresh opportunities on the horizon, being a positive force in the lives of others, wallowing in the past. This is like reversed cautionary, like shadow energy, wallowing in the past, backsliding into reactive versions of self, clinging to past ways of being, struggling with grief over what you've lost. The affirmation says, incredibly exciting things are happening in my life. Yes. I love all this energy for us. Spirit, do we want to do, yeah. You know what? Oh, I saw 404 and I was curious. I bet you that's in here. I know 420 is. Okay, for real. 404. Is 404 in here? Spirit. Oh, is it not? For real? Child. I thought it would be. It's really not, though. Hold on. It's not. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised by that. How 303 going to be in here, but 404 is not, though? Anyway, that's all right, though. That's all right. Look, before we close, I want to pull from the beautiful seasons of the Witch Ostara Oracle. I hope y'all have a beautiful Saturday now. Listen, I really love this deck. If you resonate with a lot of numerology, which is another very 4D concept that we're all growing into, and we're understanding as our minds and our third eyes and our understanding of frequency and energy continue to evolve and expand, fourth dimensional things like numerology, like sacred geometry and stuff become very helpful when you're reprogramming patterning and learning to kind of read the oracle of like everyday universe. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty awesome deck if you're into numerology. Very fascinating. Very beautifully done. It's a perfect... It's just super simple, but the art is clean. It looks really nice. I like the color palettes too. It's very groovy. All right, Spirit. We have Primrose. Be still and pave the way for all that you have desired. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like sitting in the moment of reflection. Ooh, jasmine on the bottom. Yes, I love me some jasmine. I had a jasmine plant for like 2 years. It was a potted one, and it was so great. Primrose. Let's check out Primrose together, you guys. 31. What page is it? All right, 113. Spirit is just really encouraging that, like, you're so worth going forward and not backwards. It's really important. And there is a deluge. I'm hearing a deluge. It's so important that this dark, inverted Saturnian vibrational frequency of like negative, 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 way down positive. And I'm talking about frequencies, negative versus positive. Think of like electrons, neutrons, quantum physics, and weight of gravity. Okay, I don't want to lose you. As we rise in our vibration, we bring up the grid, the timelines, the frequency. This is ascension in the collective consciousness, okay? So it's kind of this bottleneck point this year. How can we get them back on that propaganda? How can we flip them back to the fear base? How can we project? How can entities hop? Can we hop back through an old person? Can we take them back to these patterns? Can we do? The name of the game is to override with negative frequencies, to literally weigh down the grid in a certain way. So be on guard of all of your portals. This is really the vibe, right? Okay, let's read Primrose. Optimism, new love, beauty, and attraction. Be still and pave the way for all that you've desired. See, it still is giving that very water, that very divine feminine. I know what I'm worth, and it's not going to pass me by, and I know that. The divine feminine, beautiful intuition, trust, openness to receive. To see Primrose in your reading is an encouraging sign that you're in a period of attraction. Yes, with the Empress and the High Priestess underneath. I claim that. This card represents beauty and acceptance. People are taking notice of you. We also have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's protecting what you built after the Six. Okay. People are watching closely to see what you do next. In the context of a career, it can mean you're being considered for a promotion or should be prepared to share why you are the best candidate. If you're wondering whether or not someone has feelings for you, receiving this card is most likely a yes. Not only do they care for you, but they have had their eye on you for some time. You are more attractive to people and are also in a wonderful period of manifestation. And that's anything, guys. We don't always have to be Uranus and Taurus, right? It's very learn alternative viewpoints and embrace what is it that means long-term sustainability? What is it that means beautiful sensual pleasure to you? Taurus, Libra, Venusian. In your heart, you're programmed with certain codes to call in certain abundance and create certain beautiful things. And that looks different for all of us. When it comes to manifestation and what you're attracting, I'm just saying that looks very different for everyone. Someone might say, I'm not actually trying to manifest a shit ton of money. I don't want to be a millionaire, love and light. I want to manifest a beautiful garden. I want to manifest more freedom to travel. I want to manifest a more healed, more peaceful version of myself. You get what I'm saying? Uranus and Taurus, which that keeps coming through in so many readings. I think I looked it up the other day. Let's confirm it real quick again, child. Uranus and Taurus. How long he about to be? I want to say end of May. Oh, no, my bad. Sorry. That's the wrong date. Okay. Uranus will actually remain in Taurus until July 7th. Uranus will then do another retrograde like later, closer to the winter. Okay, but July. All right, I was thinking May, child. It's July. Uranus and Taurus has been teaching us a lot about redefining what prosperity and abundance and self-sustained long-term. What do you want? If you're thinking, what do you want? It comes back again. We're learning more about what it is that we value. Excuse me. You are more attractive to people and are also in a wonderful period of manifestation. It is a time to set your intentions, doing so with clarity. That was coming through, yeah. What you focus on now will get a huge burst of energy, so be careful what you wish for. Yes, that's why it's really important to be on point with your spiritual hygiene, your mental, emotional health hygiene. Be on your self-healing, self-love, self-awareness game. Because your frequency is what will set the tone for what you're bringing. And now it's at an all-time high of, oh, well, you said you wanted it. We reset everything. Is this not what you wanted? Right? What you focus on now will get a huge burst of energy. So be careful what you wish for. I feel like that's more toward the end of April. Like, child, I know you better come across the portal that takes us into Beltane. And when you cross over into Mayday, child, you better be so clear. Saturn about to dole out all these graduation ceremony certificates and new assignments. And I want to be walking in my Dharma. Let's go on into my North Node of my Dharma. That's where I'm trying to be at. Y'all want to come with me? You know what I mean? Portals. Protect your portals. People are going out of their way to help you and project towards you. I heard that too. Opportunities will find you with little effort on your part. A word of caution, you are attracting a great deal, but that doesn't mean you have to act on everything. Virgo, the Hermit. I know you better hold your lamp up to something real close so you can see that real face. That, is it going to burn and kind of cower back in the light? I know you better look close. I'll be out there accepting all kind of offers. Projection. Flip the grid. We got to get them, flip them out, get them to sell out. And then you hold your lantern. I'm seeing somebody taking out the lantern, holding it real close, and the face just melting like, what a world. So that's what I'm hearing. I'm melting, right? No wizard that there ever was is ever going to bring me down. You better know how to spot a wizard out there. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? Have discernment. Okay? Choosing the things that give you a sense of joy and resonance. Oh, rainbow comes after that. How nice. All right, y'all. I think that's it for us. I love y'all. Just wanted to come in and chit chat and spend a little time and share some cards with you. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday. All right. Take good care. Stay grounded. Stay wise. Keep moving slowly with intention. We are not in a hurry. It is not a race this year. It really never is, to be honest. It really never is. People, I only race with myself. Don't even race yourself. Like, why are we... I'm not trying to age like that. It's not a race. Let's be very intentional. Let's be on our liquidation game, our good, strong, energetic boundaries game, the year of I'm learning that my no means no, and that's just as important as yes type game. You know what I mean? Let's be on that Virgo energy, but with that beautiful soul alignment with North Node and Pisces, right? I try to take the best care of my body that I can, mind, body, spirit alignment type. These are the where the intentions and the energy and the focus are really going to hit, and it's really going to take off. This is like if you don't strip that house fucking down and do the reno, stop slabbing fucking white paint over that rental house one more time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Why they paint the light switches. I hate that shit. Oh, love and light. We do the best we can with what we got, don't we, child? If you don't reno it and stop putting the white paint over the light switches, this is what Spirit is showing me. Pretty soon you ain't gonna be able to flip them. What you gonna do then? Then you really gonna have to do the reno, and then you're gonna be working harder and not smarter because you're gonna be out the season where you have all this empowerment to really burn some shit down if you need to. In the most pure, most beautiful way, I'm seeing Archangel Michael like holding a big, like flaming sword. That's that release energy coming through. Death card coming through. Yeah. We also had the Eight of Cups. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Take good care of yourselves this weekend. I look forward to talking to you soon. Okay? Bye.